They gotta be putting crack in Classroom of the Elite, because the way I just watched 16 episodes fly by in 16 minutes is crazy. They were just giving more evidence as to why Ayanokoji is one of one. He is to this show what Gojo is to JJK. Boom, let's get to it. So for the uninitiated, Ayanokoji is a prodigy that was molded in this place called the White Room, where apparently super soldiers, assassins, they create Avengers in this place. Ayanokoji is deemed their top prospect, their best work. But he managed to escape, and now his father is trying to get him back by getting him expelled from this academy, which they have failed to do now for 3 seasons. So now in season 4, they said, alright, let's kick it up a notch. We're gonna send another White Room student in to get Ayanokoji expelled. And they're showing the other student all the information they have on Koji, but the White Room student started getting jealous hearing all this glaze about the White Room's masterpiece. And it's like, what, you mad? Prove yourself then. Go do something about it. So they set off, but we'll circle back to this at the end because it's supposed to be this mystery about who the secret White Room assassin is. So the next test they have is to pair up with someone from the freshman class, and we get introduced to basically the leaders of that class, Hosen and Nanase. This man, Hosen, is immediately on demon time. So much so that even Ryun, I think that's how his name is said, knows about this dude. Apparently they have some old gang rivalry, and Hosen was trying to settle that shit now. And Ryun was like, "You're nothing but an overgrown monkey." He wasn't ready for that smoke today. And we'll see later why that was a wise decision, but Hosen didn't feel like waiting. Bro, he was choking the shit out of this girl and daring everybody to stop him. But Nanase diffuses the situation, and as they leaving, she stares at Ayanokoji, and you know he don't like that.
War has made me very paranoid, and when a man gets the eyeball at me, it makes my Agent Orange act up, and I get the urge to kill.
Ayanokoji is even more locked in now because he has to figure out who the White Room student is. But little do we know, a major attack against Ayanokoji has already been launched. Stick with me. They're trying to find a partner for their academically challenged friend, which is important because we meet.
My name's Ichika Amasawa. I'm from class 1A. Did I mention I have an A rating in academics?
An eager freshman with an affection for strong men. She agrees to help them in exchange for Koji cooking her a meal. And he like, no problem. But then he look at Horikita like, this a problem. You know my cooking skills. So while they cook up a plan, no pun intended, you see what I did there? Little joke, jab you here with it, jab you there with it. He gets approached again by Nanase, who wants to apologize for hosting and work together. But he giving her the side eye because he thinking she might be the White Room student. So I gotta mention this for how essential it's gonna be later. Amasawa takes Koji shopping for the utensils to cook her meal. He makes the meal, passes her test, and now she'll help them. Circle back to this later. Nanase is still trying to negotiate a partnership with the classes, but Hosen not going for it. And Big Koji don't really trust her, but she's not sure about Koji either. And what I love about this show are the slight flexes they throw in there. While he was studying with his tool, his girlfriend, she asked him, your academic achievement is a C, but it could be better if you wanted to, right? He of course tells her, don't you ever question my MC status like that, baby. I just don't want to stand out. You feel me? You smell me? She asks what score he would get if he went all out, and he casually just throws out 400. I don't even know what the fuck a 400 is, but if he said it like that, it must be the max, perfect, above everything score at this school.
Since coming here, I haven't encountered a problem I couldn't solve.
Now listen! That's called motherfucking bars, nigga!
But the session gets interrupted by Amasawa, who calls up like,
Hey, Big Koji, did I leave my underwear in there after you cooked me that dinner?
She shows up, stirs up a little drama, and finds what she left in the kitchen and heads out. Now it's time for some negotiations. Hosen finally shows up and is like, give me 1,000,000 points. now I help y'all out. Points are like the currency at this school. They should, nah, we out. And he was like, guys, I was kidding. Look, why don't we go over to this vacant, camera-free dark alley and we can discuss our negotiations there, huh?
Jesus, help me.
He ain't playing. You think he playing about his money?
I need help.
What kind of help?
This is the kind of help I need.
Yes, what kind of help?
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart.
He starts whooping Pseudo's ass. And Koji is watching like, damn, he really getting his ass whooped. And Hosen was mocking him.
Hey man, you just gonna get beat like this in front of your girl? Couldn't be me.
And then Harikata stepped up. And she actually starts going to work. If she had a little more strength and weight on her, she could have got him. But of course, he's like 5 times her size. So he just tosses her and then...
Get worse, I promise.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
If you don't believe me, go ahead and see how far I'll take it. I'd love to see this knife go in his chest.
This nigga got his shank and turns to Ayanokoji, and even when he had that knife, I was like, I don't think you want them problems, Hosen. A different breed. He not only stopped the attack with one hand, he took the knife through the hand, and while having this knife shoved through his hand, he looks Hosen dead in the windows of his soul and tells him that he basically knows everything. He breaks down their entire plan. Hosen was gonna fight them here and make it look like Koji snapped and stabbed him with the knife, ultimately getting him expelled. The knife is the same one that he got while shopping with Amasawa, and when she showed up to get her panties out of his room, she really went there and stole the knife to give to Hosen. So Big Koji deduces that there's a huge elaborate plan that involves the entire freshman class trying to get him expelled. But since Koji was the one who actually got stabbed, he flipped that shit and said, hey, I can keep this between us, but you're gonna enter into this partnership, you dig me? And then immediately after, he meets with the chairman, who's gloating that Koji hasn't figured out who the White Room student is yet. Beefing with the chairman, who's actively trying to get you expelled, is crazy work. But Big Koji tells him that White Room student y'all sent can't fuck with me. But now as more people begin to witness his greatness, it's becoming more difficult for Koji to stay low key. Even Pseudo was caught off guard.
Hey man, I know you saw how he was on my ass. He tossed me into those crates and I scraped my elbow, and you jumped in there and stopped him on some Goku type shit. We keeping your fighting skills a secret too?
I don't know what you mean.
Stop lying to me, fam. He beat piss trickles out of me. You took a whole knife and ain't even blinked. Michael Myers built ass boy, you just as strong as he was. What whey protein you take?
How's your hand feeling? I'm sure you're fine, but I got worried, so I came to check on you.
Oh, you crazy.
Amasawa shows up and confirms everything. She was in on the plot with Hosen and the others to get him expelled, and there's a 20 million point bounty on Big Koji's head. Whoever in the freshman class can get him expelled will get 20 million private points. So now he has her as his #1 suspect of potentially being the White Room assassin. And then Nanase shows up and basically says, look, I'ma take you out my way. And now that the stage is set, it's time for the actual demon show to begin, because the major test for this season was a deserted island survival game. You can be in big groups, little groups, or solo. And of course, the hottest free agent right now is Big Koji. So everyone is trying to get him on their team, and because he can't trust anybody with the White Room assassin on the loose, he decides to go solo. But now we know that it's basically everyone versus Koji at this point. Hosen is after him, the student council is after him. Amasawa, I don't know, she might be after him too, but in a different way, if you know what I mean. Nanase is after him, and the entirety of the freshman class is after that 20 mil bounty. On top of the actual chairman of the school, who's literally trying to rig the game against him under orders from his father. And speaking of which, we get a little snippet of why Nanase is after Koji. He seems to be connected to someone she lost. We'll find out later what that connection is, but she launches her plan by tagging along with Koji on the island. But of course, traveling around the island with another cute girl has his girlfriend, of course, feeling some type of way about it. And so in true manipulative fashion, Koji pulls out his trump card on her.
Can you trust me?
You silver-tongued devil, you.
This is a cute moment, but also a tragic one, because we, the audience, knows, at least at this point, Koji doesn't truly care about anyone and is just using them for his own advancement. So if he sees a chance to exploit those emotions, he locks in quick. He knew that kiss would shut her up and put her at ease. Nanase finally decides to drop the facade and reveal her true intentions to get revenge on Koji. She knows about the White Room and was sent here by the chairman to get him expelled. So her plan was to injure him and force him to drop out of the test, causing him to get kicked out. In response, Koji calmly puts his backpack down and says, well, there's only one thing for me to do now. She was like, wait a minute, any violence inflicted on me will get us both expelled for fighting. So now she thinks she got home field advantage. Boom, strike one. This shit would have been over. That's two now. 2 times you could have been out of here. Since it's almost a lose-lose situation, Koji decided, I can't beat you physically, so I'ma break you mentally and show how powerless you really are against me. But then Nanase pulled the wild card and said, this me can't beat you. Like, what the fuck you mean, this me?
So I'm coming out to take over for her.
This other identity claims to be someone named Matsuo Ichiro?
Name's Eiichiro Matsuo.
Matsu, I believe that's how it was.
Eiichiro Matsuo.
The son of the man his father killed. And now he's using Nanase's body to get revenge.
I know it didn't make any sense.
But Koji dropped the reality bomb on her, telling her you don't have multiple personalities. You just created this other combative version of yourself. And even then, we can do this until the day you die, and you still would never lay a hand on me.
I almost beat you. I almost won.
Not sure where you got that idea.
Dynamite, disco, Danny, devastating.
Meanwhile, Amasawa is bullying the crazy Kushida, which, if you know, that is very insane. It's like when crazy meets evil. But it's here we learn that she in fact loves Koji and is, in her own twisted way, helping him from the shadows.
You're even better than I could have imagined. I thought you were nothing but an uppity little bitch. This really is a horrible matchup for you. I'm stronger than you.
Better than you. My shape up better. My car faster. My drip better. My clothes fit better. My hoes better. My tattoos better.
And while all of this was going on, the chairman is also here having a secret meeting, planning to take out Koji, but Ichinose tries to eavesdrop.
I'm gonna tell y'all the rules to survive this situation. Rule number 1, you gotta be quick. Rule number 2, don't fall down. And rule number 3, whatever you do, never look back. Y'all wish me luck. Snatch and run, y'all! Rule number 2, don't fall down.
Bro, look at how fast he was on her. All dude did was look and he was on it. No questions asked. He didn't give a fuck who it was. Everybody needs soldiers like that. She tried to get away but tripped like the white girls in horror movies. They basically threatened her to keep quiet about what she heard. Back with Nanase and Koji, we learned that the
Eiichiro Matsuo
person was actually a close friend of hers. And his father was the one who arranged for Koji to escape the White Room. And so in response, once Koji's father slimed him out, ruined Matsu's life, which eventually led to him taking his own life. And the chairman used this to get her to go after Koji. And Koji was like, that's crazy. I'm here because I don't mess with my father either. We on the same page, baby. Let's get back at him together. And just like that, another sacrificial pawn has been obtained. Now it's time for a reunion because in pops Amasua, who comes out and reveals that she is indeed a White Room student, but informs him that she isn't his enemy due to the fact that she has bursting admiration for our ruthless MC. And here's where we'll circle back to the beginning. I don't believe she's the same student they showed in that episode. So I think there is definitely another White Room student here. The one they showed had a taller, more masculine build and a sharp ass chin. So now it's a full out assault on Koji with all the underclassmen forming groups and attempting to chase and restrain Koji. But now there is an opportunity for a monster to resurface because Hosen catches Koji in the forest, and just when it looks like it's about to go down,
hello monkeys.
Now with all this talking Ryuen be doing, after seeing this, I don't know if he should have been talking the way he was because Hosen was beating the brakes
Damn!
off Ryuen. But then he activated his trap card. Jump that nigga!
Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga! Fight back! Fight back!
Ichinose finally finds Koji and warns him about the chairman's plan, but she makes the biggest mistake.
Because there's something else I need to tell you. I love you.
Look! That man locked in on that immediately. He out here collecting them like Pokemon. And now for the highlight of the episode and potentially the season. He runs into the student council president, my lord, who sees himself as a rival of sorts and wants to see what Ayanokoji can do 1v1 against him.
What? Are you sure? Are you sure?
But Koji tells him he don't have time for it, but he stepped in his way. So Koji pushed him down and told him to leave well enough alone.
Please just walk away.
You should learn your place!
Do you understand that I'm doing you a kindness?
You have to go. Now, you understand, right? Thank you.
He's paralyzed.
And it's time for the main event because the chairman and his aide, two grown-ass men, are now going to jump this student on the island. They said all else failed, so fuck it. We gotta do what we gotta do. And they start throwing down. You would have thought this was a Bruce Lee movie the way these dudes was moving. And Koji was really handling this 1v2. But then he gets some unexpected assistance. Another powerful student who has their eyes on him. I told y'all he out here collecting. So now it's a tag match. The chairman gets his 1v1 with Big Koji. And if this fight showed me anything, is that he was about to fuck Hosen up in that forest if he had to. The speed in which this man is throwing these hands while holding back, because he's really just defending himself and allowing people to get up and try again.
I think if you get kicked in the face, you deserved it, because that means that you watched the foot come to your face.
He knocked the chairman on his ass, kicked him right in his chin. Man, if I whoop the chairman's ass, this is my school now. I ain't taking not another test or assignment. And in true heel fashion, after seeing he couldn't win the fair one, he tried to hit him with that
Pocket sand.
This man saw this student so much as a threat. He was ready to tase him. And that is hilarious to me. But with the chairman beat and everyone failing to get Koji expelled so far, he continues his mission to prove why he is indeed one of one. Appreciate y'all for watching.
Yummers.
Here's the anime.
Rule number 2, don't fall down.